With just 130 minor league games under his belt, the Nationals called the 19-year-old phenom up to the big leagues. He joined a 14-7 Nationals team looking to replace injured Ryan Zimmerman's bat in the lineup, and made his debut on April 28th at Dodger Stadium, playing left field and batting seventh. Harper was in the show.
Now what's up, fam? We got our ranked seasons debut. We got Bryce Harper's debut as well. As you guys can see, we have the 82 gold flashback batting cleanup. Joey Gallo, he's going to get walked to start it off. And then Trevor has a story to tell, and he gets a hanger right over the middle of the strike zone, and he hits one into the gap. We're going to get ourselves a nice little double, and because the outfielders this year, or the relay throws in general, are so good, we're not going to be able to actually drive in a run. And then the created player, Joe Random, which he has basically his own road to the show, so if you guys haven't checked it out, I suggest you go ahead and do so. He smacks one into center field, and then they throw it to the cutoff. We're able to move all runners over, and now it's time for Bryce Harper to basically make his debut. The first pitch he sees is the first pitch he swings at. It's a low curveball. He's able to drive in a run with a ground out. So now we're heading to the top of the second, 0-2 count to Jose Peraza. And one thing I do have to say is Jose Peraza, he's a cheat code. In the event and in general, he's a cheat code. I've been using him, and I think I'm hitting like 600 with him. That's how good he's been so far for me. And I do have a tip coming up, or a little guide video, that's going to improve swing timing and improve your skills as a player in this game in general. And it's honestly not a joke. It's a 100%, I don't want to say proven, but it 100% will improve you as a player. Anyways, as you guys saw right there, we drove in a run, and then Ricky Henderson comes up for him, gets the first base hit of the game. And one thing I have to say is this Ricky Henderson, as soon as he gets on base, there's no point in even trying to throw to second base. I wasted my time basically, because even if I had that throw perfect at the first green section available, he was still going to steal that bag off of me. And then we get ourselves out of that inning with the ground out to the shortstop. So now we head to the top of the fifth. We got Joey Gallo hitting again, and this time he hits it right back up the middle. The second baseman is going to have a hard time actually trying to make the play, so Joey Gallo gets there safely. We got Trevor Story coming up next, just looking to tell his story once again. The pitch comes, it's a hanger. We swing a little bit early, a little bit on top of it. We're able to squeeze it in between the third baseman and shortstop. And now Bryce Harper has another opportunity to basically put some work, do some damage. And I thought I had crushed that pitch, but unfortunately we did not get enough of it. Now, one thing I do have to say about that Bryce Harper card is he is a better hitter against right-handers than left-handers, as most lefties are. Now, the big question, which most of you probably came into this video for, I'll answer it right here. Was it worth it? Was doing the entire moments worth it? In my personal opinion, I do not think it was worth it, just because some of the missions were extremely long and extremely hard to do, like the Cole Hamels, I believe it was, all-star difficulty. You had to drive in 2 runs, hit a home run, and basically hit a single or a hit. Hit a home run and hit a hit, basically, while driving in 2 runs. And that was a pain in the butt, just because the sunlight would almost make Cliff Lee's plays, or Cliff Lee would hide the baseball. That's what I'm trying to say. And that play previously in center field, Ricky Henderson, he is a goon in terms of defense. He made that play. I didn't even think that ball was going to be caught. So in hindsight, I would say go after the Diamond Willie Mays instead of Bryce Harper. The only way I would go after the Bryce Harper is if, one, you want that banner or nameplate, I should say, of Bryce Harper, which is a pretty dope looking nameplate, or 2, if you are one of those guys that wants to finish everything and wants to have every single card, then of course it's going to be worth it. So here comes his, I believe, 4th at bat. The pitch comes, and he finally gets something good to hit. He smacks it. I thought, honestly speaking, that was going to be a dinger. It's right off the wall. He gets an RBI double, and that's basically his last at bat of the game. Since after this, we pile on some more runs, get about, I want to say, 8 runs, and then the opponent decides that he has had enough and goes ahead and quits out. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy the episode, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button, and also comment down below whether or not you are going to grind for Harper now that you've heard me say my opinion on him, and if not, who you are grinding for in the moment section. So thanks once again for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.